Hello there, this is RomWills coming back at you with yet another video. Women know which men are good for them. Now, look, this is something that many men will say. They'll look at a woman and she might get with that bad guy, or she might get with whoever, or might even be a woman that rejects them. And they'll say, well, she don't know what's good for her. Yeah, she do. Yeah, she do. Like, let me, like the situation where a woman gets with a guy that everybody see is bad. He could be some thug, some street dude, whatever. The reason why I would say that woman knows what's good for her, she knows what that guy is. But see, you don't know that woman's needs. Remember the other week I said women choose men according to their needs. Remember that. You don't know what her needs are. You don't know what she getting out of that. She knows that that guy, no matter how bad he might seem, one, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Two, you don't know what that guy is bringing to her. You don't know what the situation is. But see, the women know. Even in situations where women try to claim, oh, I got played by that guy. That guy, look, that woman know he was a player. She knew he was a dog. That's one thing. The women ain't fooled like that. Women ain't fooled, but they getting something out of it. And maybe a learning lesson, maybe whatever. Or they could be dealing with the guy just because he turned them on sexually. Or they could be dealing with the guy because not only he turns them on sexually, they know that's all they want at that point in their lives. That's all they want is some guy just to tear them up. Or they not serious. They want a guy that they can drop easily. And she knows that. Now, everybody outside of it might be saying, well, why would she deal with it? Why don't she get that good guy right there? We don't know what the deal is. She might need that guy who's going to put her in her place. Like I've talked many a time about this woman who had a reputation for being a ball buster, for jumping on guys. And when she got married, I remember saying to her, I said, hold up, how'd you get married? And she said when her husband tell her to zip it, she zips it. That man was good for her. See, here's the thing. You don't know that woman. You're not in her world. See, a guy might see the surface of that woman's world, and he might think he knows what's up, but he don't know everything. He don't know what she's going through. He don't know what issues that she's trying to solve. See, a woman will always know herself. I don't care, no matter what she tells you, she knows what's up. A woman knows that guy is a bad guy if he's bad for her. Or like say a woman skips over that guy who's a good guy and all of that, and she don't want to deal with him. That might not be what she needs. She might need that guy who's going to be like, zip it, put her in her place. She might need that guy who's going to be a little bit rougher with her. It depends. It depends on what her needs are. She might need that guy who was doing something that the men in her imprint did, because she needs to solve that. She needs to solve that. She knows it. Now, I know plenty of women will say, well, I didn't know he was this or that. Man, women lie. Women lie. Women lie. They not honest all the time. Surprise, surprise. See, hold up. See, a lot of guys, they will like see a woman with a certain man, and look, let's just be real. They just competing with that man. Because that woman's fine to the man complaining. Say, why is she getting with him? Because, you know, the woman got that progression. You know, I got to do that progression a little bit more. You know, that woman got that face card, that hair, those breasts, that snatch waist, that nice buttock, those nice hips, those thick thighs, which save lives. Those calves, which you got to have. Those nice toes, she looking all good. The man want her, but see, he ain't seeing the whole picture. He don't know what her personality is like. You get some women, they need that guy who is just going to like really boss them around, or that guy who's going to put them in place, or that guy's gonna be rougher. They know that guy for the time being is good for them. Like you get some guys thinking, well, I'm good. Yeah, how you know? You might be that type of man who allows that woman to boss him around. You might be that type of man that allows that woman to humiliate him. See, the man for her might be the guy be like ready to walk out the door. I remember telling that story one time when I was talking with that woman on the phone and she had a guy over her house. And I was going to try to be real. I was like, oh, no, I'll call you back later then. But she was like, that's all right. She's going to talk to me right in front of that man. And that man was getting up leaving. And I was like, okay, that's what she needed. She needed some guy to put her in check like that. Because what's good for a woman is that type of man who is going to address whatever issues she has. And she always going to know what issues she got. Even if she don't like articulate, she might not articulate that to you because you don't know her. You don't know her. You don't know what she needs. She might need whatever. Indeed, you get some women out here, they might get that guy who's not making more money than they are. But they don't need that guy to make money. They need that man to do something else. You don't know. See, when you outside of it, when you're not that woman, you don't know it. 'Cause let's be real. Men, we don't know what's up. Maybe we can read her real well, and we can see some stuff, but at the end of the day, we don't know it because we're not in her head. She might need that type of man who's going to be like, nah, this is what we're going to do. She might need that man who's going to do something. Shoot. She is, even if that man's abusive, we don't know what her situation is. Maybe what's good for her is to walk away from that man, but she need to do that first. We don't know. We don't know. But she knows if a man is good for her or not. We know what her thing is. You know, she might not want that guy who's a certain social class. She might not want that guy's a certain religion. She wants somebody to open her up. We don't know. We do not know. But women, they're always going to know. We're always going to know. And I don't care how good a man you think you are. You don't know if you're a good man for that particular woman. Now, you can be a good human being and stuff, but we don't know how good you are for that particular woman. In fact, you get a lot of guys, nice guys, who think, oh, I'm good, I'm this or that. I don't know. Maybe that woman doesn't need that type of guy. Maybe she needs somebody who's going to tell her to zip it. Maybe she needs somebody who's going to take charge. Maybe we need somebody who's going to put her in check or say something when she try to humiliate him. You don't know. See, a woman deep down always going to know. Maybe she need that guy who's going to like have her eyes rolling in the back of her head, who's going to open her up some. Maybe she need that particular man because he's going to show her something new. You don't know. But a woman will always know which guy is good for her, even no matter what they say. Like I said, they'll say, oh, I didn't know he was a player. Yeah, you knew he was a player. You knew he was a player when he walked through the door. You knew he was a player to start with. They know. Women know. They know which guys they need, which guys they don't need. But you don't know it. And you don't worry about it. If that woman don't show an interest in you, just be like, okay. Just be like, okay, because you don't know the whole picture. Because I'm going to tell you what, man, look, I ain't going to lie, there's been some women that rejected me. But then when I look back at it or ran into them later and found out some more stuff, I was like, yeah, they needed to reject me. They needed to. There's not one single woman that I've dealt with in the past who might have rejected me or something. I find out later that, oh, nah, they should have got me. Nah, I was like, damn, I dodged a bullet. Whew. So that's the thing. But women know women know which men are good for them, all right? They know, all right? That's all you have to know. So anyway, that's all I have for right now, and I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.